Good.
Okay. So Alex, let's relax a bit.
Yes.
Let's connect with our soul and spirit.
Yes.
Let's connect with the spirit of the earth.
Yeah.
And with the divine source of everything, the source of creation, from the dimension 22.
Yes.
And we ask for an energetic cleansing of ourselves first,
Yes.
removing of all kinds of strings, energetic strings and attachments to people, to all kinds of entities, thought forms, egregores. We disconnect now from everything and everybody. And we ask for an energetic protection of our physical bodies,
Yes.
of our living space, the persons from our house
Yes.
to be protected, and all the entities from them to be frozen. And now, slowly, we go into the astral plane.
Yeah, we're going to the astral space. Yeah.
And let's create our working area, our working bubble.
Yes. Let's
And
clean the area with
yeah,
our energy and see if there's anything in there first. And then we will try to cleanse everything.
yes, let's make sure that our working area is clean, and let's connect our working area with the spirit of the earth and with the source of everything, the original source of everything, of creation. 22. And let's create a protection for Etleva of her physical body and her house.
Yeah.
And let's check ourselves first
Yes.
before calling Eva in our astral plane. So can you see me, Alex?
Yes, I do. Can you see me?
Yes. Let's check our connections to the source and spirit of the earth, and that our astral bodies are clean and pure and connected.
I see yourself. It's okay. Like it's connected to the source and to the earth.
Okay.
How can you see myself?
Yourself as well, yes.
Okay, good.
Okay, so now we are ready to start the session today for Eva.
Yes. Okay. I'm calling what can I say, Eva, or how should I say this? I cannot
Eva.
pronounce Eva. Okay. At Leva in a astral space, astral plane right now.
Yes, she came.
Yes.
Let's check if it's herself. Let's check her DNA.
Yeah, but first let me ask her if she's okay. If she's allowing us to work on her body, her astral body, on herself. Eva, do you allow us to do this work for you?
Yes, of course.
Okay, perfect. Now let's continue. Mihaela, please check her DNA to see if everything is.
I'm just asking permission from her spirit and from her soul if we can work today with her and for highest good, for an energetic cleansing, removal of the contracts with different kind of entities, etheric implants,
Yeah.
and negative programming that affects her life and well-being. So yes, she's her soul and her spirit giving the permission to work today for Eva.
Yes.
And she came, Alex. I saw her. I perceive her inside of a bubble.
Like a bubble, yeah.
Like a bubble of light, but transparent. It's like her way of protecting herself.
Yes.
I'm communicating with her and asking her to let down that bubble so
Yes.
we can see, so we can scan, we can make an energetical scanning to see whatever is interfering with her energetic bodies.
Yes.
Yeah, she's just that bubble is disappearing. Yeah, and she's like asking us to help her heal that inside, that aspect of herself, inside of herself, that is weak and it's keeping her down, not progressing in her life as much as she would love to. And what do you see, Alex?
Oh, I see I see right now the entities. So they are like 4 entities and 2 ghosts that people, spirits of the dead people that are around her.
Okay, let's make some commands.
Yes. Okay. Um, I order that all entities that are negative for Eva to come outside the protection area or protected space.
So I give command that all the negative entities, energies, ghost energy type that interfere with Eva's energetic field to come off outside of her protection bubble now.
Yeah.
So I see like 4. I've frozen them.
Yes.
And like they are all connected. It's like they're together. And on the back side of Eva, I perceive like 2 dark energies.
Yeah.
Probably the ghost energy, dark.
Yes.
What do you see?
Yes, I see like a man. I'm not sure about his age. And maybe a friend or something. Or someone from the family. I don't see like a very familiar presence with Eva. Like they're not really related. And then I see like a woman. Grandmother, I guess, or something like this.
Yes.
Are all your grandmother? Yes.
Yes, from my father's side.
Yeah, a grandmother, and then very masculine energy, but they're not like this masculine energy is not someone related to you, like a family member. Is like a friend or
An
something
old
like
friend?
that. Something like this, yeah.
So how many ghosts do you perceive, Alex?
2.
2. So
Yes.
one is her grandmother.
Yes, one is her grandmother, and the other one I'm not sure if it's from this life or from another life, but it's like a masculine energy around, let's say, he's going to get me access to this information, about 30, 40 years old, something like this.
Okay, so I ask the source of divine light, perfection, truth,
Yeah.
To infuse our space, our working area with light, with more light, so we are able to see much better these ghost energies, dark
Yes.
energies, so we can work with them. And I give command to these entities to come in front of
Yes.
Eva, so we can
See them better.
exactly.
Yeah.
So let's start with her grandmother. I
Mother.
see her.
Yes. Yes. The grandmother are the same. So I saw that the grandmother has a string in her heart and in her how do we call, like aura din plexus solar.
So solar plexus.
Yeah, from solar plexus, his string there, and she was very attached to you, Eva. I see her very attached to you. But I guess it's time for her to go to the light. Would you allow yourself to cut those strings with her to let her go to the place from where she was from? Eva?
Yeah.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Are you
I agree.
ready to let go of her and to cut
yeah.
all the strings of attachments to your grandmother, so you can liberate her and to allow Source to guide her to a better
Yes,
place?
of course. Yes.
Because there are
Yes.
attachments and you are like there are cum se zice, scurgeri de energie. You are losing
You're-
energy.
Yes. You're losing energy. They're taking out a bit of energy from you to still be in your life. They're kind of like, sometimes you remember about them and you feel guilty or something like this. They're in that moment they are just eating a bit of your daily basis energy. you know, and they are like ready to go. She's ready to go. She's ready to let you go to have your own life. And if you want to tell her something right now, I can communicate with her.
Do you want to ask something, your grandmother, Eva? Do you have some unanswered questions, maybe?
Yes, because I feel like she has something to tell to her grandma.
You can communicate now, Eva, with her if you want to transmit something to her soul.
I don't think Eva is here with us because can you hear us, Eva?
She feels emotional now, I think.
Yeah, but I cannot hear. Maybe she has a problem with her connection because I cannot hear her at all.
Are you Eva there? Eva?
Yeah, she has a problem with connection.
So what do you see now? It's like I feel Eva very emotional right now.
Yeah, she is. She left the conversation, but she's going to be back. I guess.
I think she's gonna join again.
Yes.
We shall continue to check what is going on there with her grandmother. What kind of message do you perceive and feel, Alex, from her grandmother towards Eva?
From her grandmother. I think her grandmother wants her to be more open, like to the people, to the family, and try to give them a chance as well. This is what I received, and to try to see the little good things, you know.
To appreciate the little things.
Yes.
Are you back, Eva?
Just lost you. Yes, I am back.
Okay, so
with the internet.
It's the internet connection. I don't know if you have heard of the message from your grand. No.
She didn't know. So your grandma, yeah, your grandma showed me that there were lots of misunderstanding in your family. Your grandma told me that even if you still feel like it's not the place in your family, like you don't have a place for them in your heart anymore, she was telling me that you should have. You do not. I cannot hear.
Can you repeat again?
So even if I see a bit that like so your grandma showed me that you had a lot of misunderstanding with your family in the past, and it's like also your grandma showed me something like you are blocked from feeling any kind of connection with them in this moment.
Yes.
And she was trying to explain to me that you should try to give them a second chance. And in the same time, she was telling me that you should appreciate the little things in your life that are making you happy and that are happening in your life. Do you want me to tell her anything or to have a final conversation with her? You have some unanswered questions or anything like this from her?
To be honest, we were never close, ever. And I think that is just like.
Sorry?
No, there are interferences, Alex. Is the internet connection of Eva?
If her and like.
I cannot hear you even if I try.
Just wish her well.
Oh, you want to wish her well? Okay.
Okay.
She understands this message.
We're close to each other, so.
But what is the reason, Alexandra, that even though they haven't had like a close relationship?
She was trying. Yeah, I see why. She was trying to guide her towards family and to give them a second chance. Maybe not now, but when she was feeling ready, she was trying to push her in that direction. But she's kind of like, I feel that Eva is a bit of a stubborn person.
Mm-hmm.
So she's not going to do if she's not feeling like doing so.
Mm-hmm.
But she was just trying to give her this. She was hoping to have this conversation with her at some point
Mm-hmm.
to let her know that the things are going to change if she is going to do the first step in her familial life. That's what was the main reason why she got attached to her in the first instance.
Mm-hmm. Interesting, Eva. But I
Yes.
think she sent you a very important message for you.
Yeah, it was very interesting. Because as a grandmother to the youngest child or to a kid, we were never close with. She was never talking. We were never playing around. She was just absent, and I never heard any good about her from none of the other member of the family. It wasn't just from my side of the family, but it was also from the other side of the family, from outside of the family. So it was really strange thing, and I never felt like
She was a very
I had
lonely
this.
woman. She was a very
Yeah,
lonely and not understood woman, so that's why she was considered like that. I
Mm-hmm.
felt her presence like being not negative, but more like very strong and lonely.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm telling you.
this
Maybe,
was
maybe she doesn't want
my
to
thing
be.
about like because I kind of felt that she was alone. I was
Yeah.
like, from the moment that you're feeling this way, why don't you approach a bit of kindness?
Okay.
She did. She never showed.
Oh. You
She
cannot
doesn't
find
want.
Eva a better place with for Wi-Fi connection because there are like
I
like,
still have. I do have connection very well now.
okay. Okay,
Okay.
so Alex, shall we
Yeah,
help?
let her go.
Yes, to let.
Yeah.
Um, so we ask the source, the original source of creation of everything, to open a portal for this lady. How is her name? Eva.
What's her name? Eva.
Polixeni.
Polixeni?
Wait, because not Polixeni. Pulie.
I
Pulie.
Pol
Pulie.
Polia?
Yeah, Pulie.
Poli.
Pulie.
Okay.
Pulie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
To open a portal for this soul, the soul of this grandmother of Eva,
Pulie.
to
Yeah.
be liberated and taken into a place that source considers the best for her.
Yes.
Okay, so let's close and
The,
sigil the portal.
the portal. Yeah, it's done. She is it's
Okay,
done.
okay, good. Let's see the other ghost energy.
Yes, I see the other ghost energy. This is a man, as I said, it is a man, and it's around 30, 40 years old. This is how I feel his energy. Um, Eva is someone that was in this life for you, a person that was around that age that passed away, a man in your family or something like this.
For what I know, it might be from my father's side again, his brother, Ilya.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I feel like it is, but it's not a close member as well to the family, like not really close relationship. I don't know. Not close relationship to you, at least.
But why he's
Mm,
attached to her energetic field? What's the reason?
What's the reason? That's an interesting one.
Let's ask him.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Her father, he could, like, this spirit could not get attached to her father in the first instance. He wanted to tell him some words to basically to guide his father through some directions in life. And he wanted to tell him that he should be more loving towards the family, and he should take care more of the family and himself, and stop being focused on the material things or something like this, or something related to this. And he should support you more in your decisions, because I can see that your mother is someone that is not really understanding.
no.
I see, like, your father, you have more like a more understanding way to get to him rather than your mother. So that's why he was trying the spirit to communicate to him, to guide him, to be more focused on you and how you were developing, but you could not get attached to him. So he tried to protect yourself from being hurt from all the bad things that were happening in your familial life.
That's sweet.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, so
because
So that, sorry?
yeah. No, I just saying that I've had this kind of conversation many times with both of my parents about they
Yes.
should have shown more kindness because we have tried our best and still they don't appreciate.
Yeah.
um,
So this is what he was trying to guide you to do, basically, to try to get understanding from
so
them.
Thank you.
can
Yeah.
this entity, Alex, send like bubbles with information towards Eva's parents?
Yes, he said that he would like to.
We
He
can
can,
show him now
but he has
how
one. He has Eva first to get the strings out from him.
okay.
Yes.
So Eva, you can just ask your spirit to dissolve, to disintegrate any strings, energetic strings of attachments with this entity, ghost entity guy from your family,
Mm-hmm.
to liberate him.
I'm just setting you free. I thank you for your guidance. I do appreciate that you will protect me all this time, and I
You're
like to
free
let you
now.
free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
And
Uh,
now let's show him, Alex,
yes,
how to send like a bubble
yeah,
with information that he wants to send to Eva's father and
further.
mother.
Yeah,
Yes.
I can see that he is starting to create that bubble with the information.
Mhm. One for
He
your father, one for your
went for a
mother.
mother. Yeah, no, he's still incorporating the messages, the thoughts, his thoughts in these bubbles. Now he said he is done
Yeah, and he can send them
with them
towards their consciousness.
to your father and mother to receive this information.
Ask him if he's ready to go, Alex.
Yeah, now that he is done, he's ready to go. So I'm
Does he
asking,
feel, does he's feeling afraid to go on?
he's not feeling afraid now. He's feeling sad that he could not help more while he was alive. He's having this kind of inside regret, let's say so. But he's going to get to the source and feel free afterwards.
Okay, so we can send him some information as well to be aware of having any kind of contracts with entities.
Yeah.
And to get in contact with his spirit, to get in contact immediately. So I'm asking now the spirit of him to make a contact with his soul.
Yes.
So they are living together.
Yes.
And I'm asking the divine source of creation of everything to open a portal for this soul to be liberated and to be guided to the best place for him.
Yes.
Okay, so let's close down the portal.
Yeah. Closing down the portal. Now it's done. He is free.
Very well. Let's ask the source to give us, yes, to clean, to send an infusion of light and
exactly.
high vibrations to clean our working area from all these energy debris.
Yes.
And we are ready now to continue.
Yes, let's see what is next thing, the entities. Let's see which are the entities that are behind her back.
It's like, Alex, I don't know how you are seeing, perceiving, but I see like 4 entities stick one to another. That is a very strange, and like they are like în ordine descrescătoare, cum se zice, descending, on a descending, you know, yes, manner. What do you say?
I don't think it's related to not Christianity, religion, no, not anything related to this. I don't know. I feel a more exotic presence, like not from European side, more from like China, related to Buddha, because they have like an order for the spirits, and I see them different colors from blue, green, and some of them white with lots of like hands and very like ugly and full costumes on them, and they're like, I don't know, they're kind of ugly. And I see them like a bond, like they are having their hands one to another, like creating a bond between them. What do you see?
I see like they are like, I don't know, I see like Egyptian, more Egyptian,
or maybe they're,
2 of
or
them.
maybe they're
Like 2
Egyptians,
mummies, like 2 mummies.
Yes.
Egyptian mummies. And then I see Ra.
As I said, something like an exotic thing anyway, not like Christianity.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. I see Ra.
Yes.
And I see another entities, I don't know, maybe it's Anubis, I'm not sure. Two mummies, and behind them, all these bound together, I see a string with Dracos energy. You know, if I'm looking up, all these four entities, they have an attachment string with the Dracos. I don't know. Let's, can you check please for me?
Yeah. Mm.
Or it's,
So the second
or it's
one is
creator 2, Alex? It's creator number 2 maybe?
no, it's definitely creator number 2.
It's creator number
It's
2, right?
definitely yeah. It's not Dracos. No,
Okay,
that's not
okay,
him.
because it was so dark energy, you know, the string,
Yes.
and I suppose it's Dracos. But then the second, you know, message, it was that it might be the creator number 2, the creator
Yes. And
of the dark
the second one
universe.
was Anubis. It's Ra and Anubis.
So it's Anubis, the second one.
Yes, it is Anubis. Yeah.
So let's see how to take them. Can you check, Alex, the strings towards Eva? How many strings do you have? Do you see? 4
From
or from
from
these
who?
entities and Eva?
Uh, I see 2 strings. I don't know why.
How
Just
many?
two.
Two?
Two. Yeah. How many do
And
you see?
I just see many.
I see just 2 of them, like very strong ones. Like they have like multiple like wires. Like they are connected, but it's like a very strong bond. I don't know how to explain this.
With the main entities, I mean with the Ra and Anubis.
Uh, no, not just in her. I see in her like strings in Eva. There are strings that are connected to Eva.
Yeah, but which kind of entities? Which ones? These two
Not
strings.
Not Ra and not Anubis. I'm referring to the mummies. The
With the mummies.
yes,
So
I'm
you
not
don't
referring.
see strings with Anubis and with Ra,
No, I just see the
but you
mummies
see
and that.
two strings with the mummies.
Yes, the strings from Anubis and Ra, they're other thing. But I was like more focused on the mummies rather than Anubis and Ra. I haven't checked them. I saw just the mummies first because I think like I'm feeling like we should go first and take those out and the second creator and then to go back to the Ra and Anubis. I was just checking for them to be able to.
I'm seeing 4 of them, all of them, like a team. They're all
Yes,
connected with one string with a creator number 2.
all of
So
them.
just a little bit to explain Eva, creator number 2 is
Yes.
the creator
Yes,
of
sure.
the dark universe, is the
Mm-hmm.
creator that creates extraterrestrials without body, so they need a body.
Mm.
Um, he is searching for take over the soul, something like this,
Yes.
Alex, right?
Yes, true.
The prime creator, the creator number 1, create the first
The
man,
first
and
creator.
then
Yeah,
the extraterrestrials with a body,
Mm-hmm.
but
everybody.
none
Yeah.
of them they're beneficial. Not creator 1, not create either creator 2. Both of them they are interfering the humans,
Mm-hmm.
taking out their energy, their soul, parts of their heart, through prayings and rituals and all kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
it's like, you know, it's like creator too. It's like symbolizes the devil. Let's say,
too
let's
much,
like
too
something
much to say.
to understand the mind, you know,
Yeah.
a metaphor, let's say.
Mm.
And
The bad energy, they're representing the bad and negative energy. Actually, everything that is not you represents the bad or an extra energy that you don't need to have, because they are not giving you energy, they are taking your energy and eating.
Yes.
It's like the prime creator, the creator number one created the prime creator called Yahweh, yes, in Hebraic culture, that God, yes, and that God created extraterrestrial with a body, but they need to extract the essence of the soul. They need these, you know, so they create more clones. They try to insert the human essence of the soul inside, and a lot of experiments, you know, with the grey entities and other kinds, just to explain, you know, very short about these entities, that everything that's into your energetic field is not good. Either there are archangels like archons, or you know, extraterrestrials, unbeneficial, you know, that they try to take from you your soul, your heart, your energy, your mind.
And at the same time, they're deciding your life.
Yes, controlling, you know, controlling your mind and your life. So they are like you are feeding them with your energy, like sadness, anger, you know, when you are upset, when you are angry, actually you are feeding these all kinds of entities. Sorry. And also the religion, when you're praying to this God, so-called God, you know, Yahweh, we are giving, you know, him all energy of our soul and of our heart and mind and our life. Okay. So Alex, how let's see what is going on with these mummies. I'm interested to check.
Yeah.
Or to start first with Ra.
Yeah, with Ra, do you think there are to go Ra with the first one? And then to take Anubis and then the mummies? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever felt, sorry, Eva, Alex, have you ever felt like attraction towards the ancient Egypt culture?
To be honest, no.
No?
No.
Interesting. Okay.
What I have felt is that there is, it might be something really bad inside me. So I was scared of that, to let it free. This is the only thing that I felt. I felt that maybe I've been under any witch spell, which is a bad one. This too, that there is really bad energy that I don't want to release because I don't know how bad it's gonna go. That's it.
Okay.
We will see, Alex, which portal it's opening, maybe giving us information, you know, of a past life that it's related with this situation.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's command to Ra entity.
Okay. Entity Ra, I demand you that all types of contract to be erased and erased right now.
Let's see how many contracts
Yeah.
have been. I see like 3 or 35, Alex.
35.
35.
Yeah, 35.
Okay, so Eva,
Yes.
give a command, demand to Ra entity to burden all the contracts, all kind of contracts and their copies now and forever.
Entity, I command you to destroy all the copies.
All the contracts?
All the contracts that you have for now and forever.
Yeah. Okay, Alex.
Okay, now I demand to this entity to eliminate easily all strings, all kind of bad artificial devices of manipulations, all negative energies, and everything bad that is in her Eva's body.
Yeah. I give also command and Eva spirit demanding to take off all the etheric implants, all the strings to be burned now and forever, to be dissolved.
And all the bad energy to disappear.
All the bad energies, all the negative programming, everything that is artificially inserted inside of energetic field of Eva now.
Basically in her existence.
All her existences, dimensions and temporal timelines. All the timelines.
Exactly. Yeah.
So he's starting now, taking off from her third eye. I see like a triangle, like a black triangle from her third eye. One triangle from her crown chakra.
Yeah.
Like two implants from her eyes. One implant, dark sphere, a dark sphere from her throat, like throat chakra. And then he's going down. One black sphere from her heart center is taking off with a lot of care. And there it's opening an portal, Alex.
Yes.
So let's see.
Shall we go in or shall we stay here?
I'm going in.
Okay. You're going in. I'm going to stay here. What do you see?
Just a moment.
Yes.
Oh, you know what I'm seeing?
No.
So I see like on that timeline, that past life, it's like that aspect of Eva. It's like she is stealing from a sarcophage some jewelry.
Okay, yeah.
And she's caught on. It's like Ra, coming, appearing in front of her, and like telling her that for this, for what she's doing, she has to pay for.
Yes.
She has to pay for like all those 35 contracts.
Yeah.
35, they were signed off on that timeline, on that life.
Yeah,
all of them.
Basically, he was telling you that those jewelry are his, and if you want them, you have to sign this kind of contract.
For
Isn't it?
30 lifetimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Because they're like jewelry and like precious stones, and it's like that sarcophag. It was open, you know, not sigillated. And please correct me, you know, if I'm using a word that it's not, you know, correctly.
It is not like, yeah, it is not proper English. Sure.
And yeah, so this is the way that, you know, they signed, you know, all these 35 contracts. 35, you know, like for the future lives as well.
Wow.
Yes. Because he's like, you know, saying to you that it was an act, you know, very
Not good behaved.
inappropriate, yes, and you have to pay for.
Mm.
And you accept it because you were so scared of
Yes.
his
Power.
and appearance, and, you know, like, oh my, oh, this is real, this is true. And like, yeah, you signed like for the 35 lives, you will be under his control, and you are gonna give your energy. And Alex, now she has to ask back her
Yes.
her heart, soul, and mind, the fragments that are into Ra.
To give them back into the raw property, basically, yeah.
Exactly.
So, report is
Ra entity, I demand that you return back
all
to Eva
the
her heart energy, soul energy, and mind energy
yeah.
now. And Eva, you can give this command also.
Ra entity, I command you to give me back my heart, my soul, my
Mind.
mind,
energy.
Yes.
energy.
Now.
Yes.
Now.
Okay, so he's having all this energy, I see, on a sphere, like a very big sphere. And inside of this big sphere, like they are like three different balls. One is has a green color. One is blue, and one is like fuchsia color.
Fuchsia color, yeah.
Yeah, it's like you know, like a dark pink.
Pink with some,
Yeah. It's like the energy of your heart. You know, when we are giving fragments of our soul and heart and mind, you know, when signing this kind of contract, and we have to ask them back. So we will feel, you know, again, whole and perfect.
Yes.
So he's returning you that sphere, that ball, that includes, you know, the energy of your mind, soul, and heart. Your spirit is taking that ball, and is going quickly through the portal to the source of everything to clean all these parts, all these fragments, to rehabilitate them to the original information.
Yeah, exactly.
And now, Alex.
Yes.
Let's take
This is,
Eva from that life, from that aspect of Eva, because she needs healing.
yes.
Let's take with us and coming back to our working area in astral plane.
Yes.
And please switch down that portal.
Yes, I'm closing the portal right now.
Right.
Okay.
So now her spirit is coming from the source with the energy of the soul, mind, and
Yes.
heart, clean up.
Yes, and
And yes,
it's all incorporated together.
and he's, yes, attaching them to her mind and to her heart and to her soul. And now he's taking that aspect of Eva from that life, is taking inside of the source
It's cleaning it.
for
Yes.
cleaning and for a healing.
Yes.
So all that, all those experiences from that lifetime, that, she was poor and she thought that only, when she find an opportunity to steal, those jewelry and stones, and that, okay, now I'm gonna solve all my problems from my life. But it wasn't the right solution. Actually, these kind of entities, they are influencing your mind to do this kind of actions. So after that, you can sign contracts with them, It's more easy for them.
Yes.
So that part of Eva now it's receiving healing.
Yes.
All the good information, all the lessons,
They are back
as in
into your.
information, they are like, yes,
They're back
remaining.
into your system. Yeah.
But all the negative energies, they are like dissolving into the light.
Yes.
All the manipulation, all the memories, all the bad memories, all the trauma,
Yes.
poverty,
Yes.
sickness,
Everything.
everything that it's
Bad and negative.
infecting, yes, her energetic field from that lifetime.
They basically disappeared. They're clean.
Yeah. So now her spirit is coming with that aspect of her, and it's attaching to Eva's energetic field now, into
Yes.
this moment and now. And I'm demanding Entity Ra to continue taking off all the etheric implants. And he's going down now to her genital area.
Yes.
I see another like a black triangle. He's removing that implant. So you suffered recently an operation, a surgery, Eva, right? Yeah. So it's because this implant. Okay, now it's going. He's taking off some energetic implants from her knees and feet, and from her kidneys, some small black spheres. And now I see he's taking off from her occipital area another implant.
Yes.
A black triangle again. And from her pineal gland, another sphere with some strings attachments. like wires. So controlling her mind, mental body. And okay, just her spirit is checking, you know, if Ra took off all these, if he removed, yes, all these implants. It's something into her solar plexus, Alex, I see.
Yes.
Is another portal like opening?
Yes.
Do you want to go? So I stay here?
Yeah, but let's see what he gave to this entity again.
Let's see. You go with her spirit.
Yes, I'm going with her spirit. I see like okay, that's strange. I think Ra and Anubis have a connection between them, because as I can see, I see this time. So basically, you in another life, you went to Anubis and you pray for him to give you power and to give you a husband that has this power. You went there, and Anubis told you and gave you a stone, a very green emerald stone, something like this. It was shaped as let's say square or something like this, to give to this man that was actually Ra.
Oh.
And this man will help you to get what you want. You did so, and after you gave this stone to the man that he told you, that man made you the wife of one of the kings of that time. But for this, you had to pay a price as well. So, what was the price? It was basically you gave a part of your soul and mind to these entities that are right now bonded together. And this was basically the contract that you did back then, another contract, because you wanted, like, this is another life. You wanted to have power. You didn't want to, you were born in a very poor family. So you wanted to be wealthy. You want to help your family back then. That's what I see.
Okay, so let's demand, you know, her fragments of the mind and soul back, Alex.
Yes. Entity Ra, I
And Anubis.
and Anubis, I demand you to give the fragments of the soul and mind, the original ones, here and now.
So I see like Anubis is having, it's giving like a blue, a
Yes,
blue sphere, yes, and Ra, a green one.
a green one, yeah, exactly. The soul, I see that he took them, the spirit took them from
her
the
spirit,
spirit, yeah, the spirit took them from there and came to the
through the portal, yeah.
through the portal, and now there is going back to the source to clean them.
To wash them out, yes.
Yeah, to
And
clean
Alex,
that.
demand them, you know, please check for any kind of strings there, and that contract to be burned and to be destroyed forever.
Yes. It's just the only string that is just her from that time. there,
Okay.
and I have to take that projections of her
Yeah,
and
just to
get
be,
it back.
yeah,
That's it.
to be removed that string so we can bring her
Yeah.
aspect here to be healed.
Yeah, it's happening right now. I can see that those who are removing the string from that life, they heard you.
Yes, and bring her here and now.
Yes, I'm bringing her through the portal, and done. And now I'm closing the portal.
Okay, yes. And all these portals, they are gonna be reduced to nothing.
Yes.
They are gonna be neutralized now and forever.
Yes.
And now her spirit is coming from the source with her mind and the soul and
Yes.
attaching them to Eva's mind and soul from now and here, from here and now, and is taking her aspect from that timeline, from that life,
Yes.
into the source to be purified, to be healed, to be
Clean.
reactualized,
Yeah.
you know, like all the original information, all the original energetic structure.
Structure. Yeah.
It's energized now. Everything that it's not beneficial for Eva's soul and spirit is gonna be it's being removed now, and is everything that is beneficial for her spiritual growth is kept as an information.
Yes.
And now her spirit is coming back,
Yeah.
is attaching, is unifying another aspect of Eva's that now it's healed. Done.
Yes. Done.
Okay, so as I think, Alex, so Ra is saying to me that he's done with the implants, but we cannot, we have to keep him, of course, frozen and encapsulated
Yes.
because he's having an attachment string with Anubis. So
Yes.
when they are gonna go, they are gonna go together, you know,
Together. Yes.
together, yes. So let's see Anubis how many contracts is having with Eva and what kind of implants and negative energies.
Yes. I demand entity Ra to show us the contract.
Anubis.
Anubis, entity Anubis, to show us the contract, and after that to burn them right now.
What do you say?
28,
Hmm?
28, 28. How many do you see? I see 2, 8. I'm not sure what that means. 2 and 8. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what that means.
Okay, so Eva, give a command to all these contracts to be dissolved and destroyed and burned forever.
I command Anubis to destroy all the contracts of mine for now and forever. Now.
Yes.
Yes.
And let's see, Alex, about the implants and all the strings to be removed and dissolved. And
Yes.
yeah, give a command,
I
please.
demand Anubis to take out and burn all the strings, all the devices, manipulative devices, all artificial forms and implants, and all negative energies right now.
So I see he's taking off. It's something over her, Eva's head.
Yes.
Like an energetic hat, something dark.
Yes.
And then I see that Anubis implantation is made in her mental body, mental and emotional body. So let's see. Another implant from her middle brain, from her third eye, nose, nasal area. Have you had problems with your nasal area, nose, Eva?
With the nose, yes, I had
Operation?
yes,
Surgery?
yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So it's because of him. So it's going down now. I see like an how is called inel?
Ring.
Hmm?
Ring.
Like an dark ring around her heart area. It's removing now that ring. And it's going down to her stomach area. Another ring.
Yeah. Do you have some problems with the stomach? Because I saw a lot
Yes.
of black energy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And something with the liver.
Not the liver, just the stomach and the heart.
Okay. I saw something in the liver as well.
Maybe toxins.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes, perhaps.
Yeah. Because I don't see implantation inside of her liver, but it's dark. It's a dark energy.
Yeah, that's
It's
why
like
I asked.
anger, you know.
Yes, anger.
Yes.
Okay, so now it's going down again, like how it called, like uterus area.
Yes.
And
Yes.
and ovaries.
Yes.
Yeah, and her right hand palm and left palm.
Yeah.
2 small implants into the hands chakras to block the flow of her healing energy. And then it's going again like knees. I see some rings and like an energetic chain, Alex, between her legs, between her ankles actually.
Yeah.
Right ankle and left ankle.
The left
The
ankle.
chain, yes, like blocking her, to blocking her progress.
Yeah, exactly. From growing.
And keeping her like a slave,
Yes, exactly.
Now is going, I see on the back, the spinal cord. It's like a string, inside of the spinal cord. It's removing that. It's like a wire controlling her central nervous system. I see some wires, like a device, It's taking off now very carefully.
Yes.
Lots of dark energy. It's removing. And like 6 implants between the vertebra.
I don't think it's called like that.
It's okay.
Vertebra, how do you call it?
We will find out later.
Okay.
Yeah,
Vertebra.
vertebra, yeah, vertebra.
I'm not good at biology.
Okay. Excuse me. And I see into one inserted into her coccyx area.
Yes.
And going down, strings on her meridians. I see. And her legs like feet.
Yeah.
That is blocking, you know, the connection with the earth energy. That is very nurturing, the earth energy. It's nurturer, so they're blocking usually, you know, our connection with the earth. And from her hand, arms, I see some strings again inserted inside of her meridians, energetic meridians.
Yes.
That is correlated with her heart, like heart energetic meridian, blocking the flow of energy, blocking the flow of joy, of living the life to, you know, to the highest potential, using all her potential or all her love and creativity. So creating, you know, these emotions of frustration
Yes.
and anger that, you know, nothing that she's trying is not working, and she's on a constant, you know,
Fighting, basically.
fighting
With
with
herself, yeah.
something invisible. Yes.
Yeah, with herself, basically, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not herself. It's,
Yeah, it's like she's fighting with something,
yeah,
but
it's this, you know,
yeah,
this.
she's thinking that it's herself or something
Mhm,
because I can see, but it's not herself. It's something. It was
exactly.
inside
Yeah.
her that was not allowing her to get a proper answer.
And now it's removing, he's removing something from her right and left brain hemispheres. And some dark energies.
Yes.
All right. Okay, and now, Alex,
Yes.
because there are like two artificial bodies, the emotional and mental body,
Yeah.
her spirit is taking these two bodies, the mental one and the emotional one, directly into the source. So they're going to be dissolved there. And please ask for her original bodies now.
Yes. Entity
Anubis,
Anubis, I am demanding you to give back the original astral bodies,
mental and
mental,
emotional.
emotional, yeah,
Now and
body
forever.
now.
Eva, you have
Yes.
to ask for, like, say it. Say, entity
Anubis.
Anubis, I demand you to give me back
Entity Anubis, I demand you to give me back
my original mental and emotional bodies right now.
my original and mental bodies right now.
Mental and emotional.
Mental and emotional bodies right now.
Yes.
Oh, you know what I'm seeing, Alex?
No. What are you
So
saying?
her mental and emotional bodies, they were like locked down
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
into those mummies.
Oh, okay. So that's why the mummies were connected, actually.
Can you
Yeah.
believe that? Wow.
I think that the mummies are actually the representations of her inactive bodies, you know, and that's
Yes.
why we saw like the strings between them, so that everything makes sense now.
Oh, yeah. That's
Because
amazing.
I see like those mummies are literally opening up, like from the middle to the both sides. They're opening up and taking out the energy, the good energy, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so now her spirit, it's taking, you know, her original mental and emotional bodies from those mummies and taking them
To
directly into the
the
source of
source,
everything, yes.
to clean them and to energize them in a positive manner, in a positive way.
Yeah, it's bringing your mental and emotional body into their original structure, the
Yeah.
perfect information for you.
Yes.
So we can feel whole again and complete.
Yes.
It's still cleaning, you know, because
Yes.
they were like uh, inactive some long time.
Exactly.
Rehabilitation of her emotional and mental body. It's still working. It's going on. Um, you know, like returning to their original form
Yes.
and structure and information. Okay, so her spirit is coming down now. It's attaching back
Yes.
her emotional and mental body. And now, Alex, let's check is if he's having her energy of the soul, mind, or heart.
Entity Anubis, I demand you to give back the energy of soul, mind, and heart right now.
From all the timelines, from
From
all
all the, yes,
dimensions, from all the past lives. Now,
yes,
and I see two portals opening,
yes,
and like two fragments of her soul and mind again. Soul and
interesting.
mind, yes, interesting. Okay, please close down those portals.
Yes,
And her soul is taking, her spirit, it's taking these fragments of soul and mind, taking them very quick into the source of creation for an energetic cleansing, rehabilitation, healing of all the negative impressions, all the negative energetic imprints
yes,
from those past life, all the suffering, all the manipulation, all the drama,
that happened, yes.
all the negative programming that happened to be cleaned out now, to be dissolved, neutralized, and everything that is beneficial for Eva,
To be brought back.
it is just conserved,
Yes,
reactualized, yes. Um, okay, so now her spirit is coming back with
yes,
those fragments of her mind and soul, and it's attaching them to Eva.
Yes.
And now, this entity Anubis, it's saying that it's nothing left, like etheric implantation or energies. And I have, because I see string with a creator too, Alex.
Yes.
Let's give a demand. Let's ask
Yeah.
all the contracts and that Eva is having with the creator number 2 to be shown and to be dissolved, deleted, revoked forever, now and forever. Let's see, I'm very curious.
Okay. Creator, entity creator 2, I order you to show us the contracts and to burn them right now.
Let's see what kind of contracts, if there are any contracts.
Yes.
I see another string, Alex, from the creator too.
Yes.
It's like behind of Eva, it's an witch, like a dark energy witch.
Yes.
That is controlling her in this life and like other past lives. So creator 2 is having this contract with this witch, that this witch is having a contract with Eva.
Yes.
It's not that creator 2 is having any contract with Eva. I don't see like a direct string between them, but through intermediaries, like Anubis and this witch.
Yes.
So let's see, Alex, what is going on. Please call her here to have a better image of her.
Yes. Entity which I'm demanding you to show herself, to show yourself. Yes, I can see her.
Okay.
Early.
Yeah. Let's see how many contracts they have together. Just a moment. No.
Now.
Let's tell Anubis and Ra to
Yes.
open a portal and to leave Eva and us
Alone. And to never interfere.
forever, and never to interfere with us again.
Yes. Okay.
And to take with them all the negative energies and all implantation, or all the etheric implants, I mean, that
Yes.
they kept with them. And to go and not interfere Eva
Or us again.
or us again. Never. We refuse an interference from them from now on and forever.
Yes.
Okay, so they left now.
Yes, they left.
So I'm checking, if the portals is closed down and everything is okay. Okay, so let's go to this switch, Alex.
Yes.
Let's see how many contracts they have.
I am demanding this witch to show her contracts and to burn them all right now.
How many contracts do you see, Alex?
I see one contract.
From this lifetime, or if
from
a
another
past
life?
Yeah.
From a past life.
Eva, give order to burn all the contracts, all the copies that you have with her, now and
I'm
forever.
ordered this witch to destroy and to burn all the contract that she has with me from now and forever. Now.
Good.
Okay, Alex. So let's see what happened with this witch.
What happened with this witch?
Let's see. Please demand her to
Yes.
take all the bad energy, all the, I don't know, whatever, like items, like witchcraft items inside of Eva, whatever,
Okay.
is interfering with Eva. Yeah, please
Entity.
do this process.
Yeah,
Check it out.
entity. I demand you to eliminate all the strings and all implants and all artificial forms that you've implanted in Eva right now.
And all the witchcraft items or
There,
spells or
yeah, well, it's, yeah, all that. Okay.
what do you see?
I see that she is taking out something like that's difficult to explain really in English. It's like
Zi-mi în română.
sincer să fiu, este ca un fel de clemă foarte mare care o scoate așa din suflet. Știi, ca și cum avea sufletul prins.
O să trebuiască să-l chemăm înapoi, dar să vedem ca o clemă. It's
Da.
like, cum îi zice clește?
Elinica?
Είναι σαν ένα ψαλίδι που είναι πιασμένο στην ψυχή σου. It's like, how do you
Caesar.
call? Scissor, yes.
Yeah, it's like a scissor, something
Into
like
her
that.
soul or heart, Alex?
Into her soul, not heart. No, soul.
Okay. So she is taking off that scissor?
Yes, she's taking off, she's extracting that, and now it's done extracting. Yes. Basically, she was working on you just on the, she was trying to keep your soul away. So that happened. That's all that it is she had in you, like a very, very bad, let's say, implant. That's all that she had. She just helped basically this entity to come to you, the second creator.
When happened, Alex? Which lifetime? What is showing? What happened?
A very long time ago. I don't know. It was. She was angry on you basically because you took her.
I think she was a witch as well. I'm saying
Yeah,
it was like a fight between witches.
Yeah, something like that. She took away her not power, but the people that were coming to
Like
help
her
them.
fans, somehow.
Yeah, something like this. Yeah, people who were coming to help them, not really helping them, to make things happen in their lives.
But I did that in a good way or in a bad way, like?
For money, for money, for fame, for this kind of things.
So I want it all for myself.
Yeah, you were a bit greedy back then.
It was her really helping people?
Yeah, she was helping people, yeah.
I mean, it wasn't something fake, that
No.
she was faking that kind of...
No, she was not.
Because when you, Alex, when you do like a service towards other people's, like even doing massaging a person and taking money, it's in a service, yes?
Yes.
I mean, could be everything. A service could be associated with a...
Yes, I know. No, it was like in a good way. She was trying to help them. He was basically a psychologist somehow. She was giving advice to people, and she was advising them to do not do some bad things in life from themselves. And because people were getting better on her advices, they were no longer going to that witch to help them resolve their relationship issues.
Okay. So she was giving bad advices, and I was trying to give them the
No,
good
she was
advices.
doing witchcraft. She was doing witchcraft, and you were doing like you're giving people advices how to manage their life. You were like a very smart person back then who knew how the life was going and what they should do in order to get a better relationship life, good money. You have this kind of how is said intelligence.
Yeah, I still do that. I still do nowadays.
Yes.
That thing.
You have that inside of yourself.
Yes, I do.
Yes,
Yes.
you have indeed. I confirm. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. So okay. So let's froze that moment, Alex. Yes.
Yes.
When the other one, it's
Yes.
inserting that scissor inside of her soul. How this happened?
How this happened?
Yeah.
Because in the moment she started having problems in her own life, she could not longer focus on the aspect of helping people. She was trying to help herself more than other people. She was no longer focused on on the people that they were trying to like get to her and take her advice, have her advice. So that's why she put that implant on her to stop her from helping other people, and in that way people were going back to the witch.
Mm.
Okay, so let's pick with that aspect of Eva with her soul there.
Yes.
And we can communicate to her soul what is going to happen. I mean, we can go to before the moment, that witch is, capturing the Eva soul with that scissor.
Yes.
So we can show Eva how to protect herself.
Yes.
I am there and you are there. And
Yes.
we are showing her how to increase her light, her light, soul light, more and more,
Yes.
rising
Yes.
her vibration up. So everything that is coming into her aura or
Yes.
energetic field is gonna be burned or is gonna be sent back to
Yes.
the sender, and nothing can affect her soul.
Yes.
And let's communicate to her, to that, that aspect of her soul,
Yes.
and to continue the good work for the highest good of the people and for herself as well,
Yes, of course.
and not to take into account bad words or behaviors of others,
Yes.
and that she can send informations to the other witch, let's say it like this,
Yes.
that it's not necessary to feel afraid of losing customers,
Yes.
that everybody's coming to the person according to their vibration.
Exactly.
and the level of knowing, understanding. There is a place for everybody under the sun.
Yes.
That there is no need for, cum îi zice concurența?
Conquer.
Greediness. Greediness.
Yes. And
As
there
long as
is,
being greedy.
yes. And it's better to work and to collaborate, maybe.
Yes.
And to establish, you know, like a harmonious relationship and understanding each other's work.
Yes.
And I see now the Eva soul that it's creating like a protection, a very good protection around her energy field from that life, that timeline.
Yes.
And instantly her soul, that aspect, is healed now. It's whole.
Yes.
How do you perceive, Alex?
Yeah, it's like full. It's in a good
Full,
state.
right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
So that is very beautiful. Okay, so let's take that aspect of Eva and to bring it here and now.
Yes. I'm taking it.
Okay, and to incorporate it into her energetic field here and now,
Yes.
like a unification of
Yes.
all her aspects that they are healed now. Okay, so let's see. Please, let's check for the portal if it's closed down.
Yes, it is closed down.
Okay, and let's see if it's something else. Any dark energies from that witch?
Nothing else.
No, no. It's like everything dissolved.
Yes.
Everything dark. How do you feel, Eva?
I'm feeling like I want to cry, but by happiness.
So you feel inside of your soul something, no? That it's back home.
Yeah, it's back home, exactly.
Yeah. It's like every time when you speak, my eyes like they open wider and wider. It's unbelievable. It's like I'm saying it, and it's like I know that. Like a recognition. Yeah. It feels nice, beautiful.
So now, Alex, we are. I'm asking the source of everything, the
Yes.
original source of creation of everything, to send vibrations, light, healing light,
Yes.
to clean our working area, to raise up our frequencies
Yes.
now, so we can continue the work. I see an infusion of light and over our astral bodies and Eva's energetic field.
Yes.
It's like a rain, or it's like raining with light.
Yes.
Okay. So let's see now, Alex. Do you go for the energy healing?
Yes, everything seems fine now, so I'm going to go through the energy healing. I am connecting to her again in a better manner to see if anything is okay, if something is left. First things first, let's first ask the source to clean the area. Okay, now I can see that it's light again. I am going, I'm asking the projection of from the astral body to see where are the negative aspects to work on them. So I can see something around your head, like maybe from headaches, from this kind of things. I don't know. Do you have headaches or very bad migraines?
Yes.
Yes, I see
Most
some.
of the time. Yes.
Yes, I see something. As I said, on the stomach, I see the calcium level that is not that good. I'm going to work on the blood and all that stuff. I can see that your stomach, your liver, I'm gonna work on it. What else? Heart problems.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and that's mostly it. Do you have other areas that are, I know you're not feeling well on?
For now, this is it.
Okay, so I'm going on the head. I'm opening that area, and I'm start to extract the bad energy from it, and I'm burning it, and I'm extracting it again, and I am burning it. I'm extracting it again. I'm burning it. I'm extracting it around your head right now. From around your head, I'm burning it again from around your head. I'm burning it. Now I'm extracting the bad energy from inside your head. Okay. I am burning it again from inside your head. I'm burning it now. I am inserting an energy, like a sphere, like a round circle of energy to clean the area, and I'm cleaning it. I am burning now. I'm cleaning. I'm burning it down. I'm cleaning it. I'm burning it down. Okay, and now I am inserting two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like a bubble of healing energy. Okay, I'm down. I'm closing it down. Now I am going further. I'm going to, let's say, first to the heart. I'm opening it. I'm starting to extract the negative energy from it. Okay, I'm extracting it. I'm burning it. I'm extracting it. Burning it. I'm extracting it. I'm burning it. Extracting it. Burning it again. I'm extracting it. I'm burning it, and now I am going to clean inside with another energy. I'm cleaning it. Okay, burn down this energy. I'm taking a new energy and I'm cleaning inside. I'm cleaning it. Good. Now I am checking to see. Oh yeah, it needs to stabilize to the energy to make it stable inside before I am adding new energy. I'm working right now on it. Okay. Everything is good right now. I'm inserting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 healing energy. I'm closing it. Now I am going to the stomach area. I am opening it. I am starting to extract from it. I'm extracting it, burning it down. I'm extracting it, burning it down. I'm extracting it, burning it down. Extracting it, burning it down, extracting it. I'm burning it down. Good. Now I am going to clean that area. Another energy. I'm burning it down. I'm cleaning again that area. Burning it down. I'm cleaning that area down. Now I am putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 healing energy. I'm closing it down. Okay. Good. Now I'm going to the liver. I'm opening, start extracting it. Extracting it. Extracting, burning it. Extracting it. Burning it. I'm extracting it again. I'm burning it. Extracting it again. Burning it. Extracting it again. I'm burning it. Burning it. Good. Now I am cleaning. Burn. I'm cleaning it again. Burn. Cleaning it again. Burn. Okay. And now I'm inserting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energy, 6. Closing it down. Now I'm opening the whole organism to see if it's anything bad left. Yes, the calcium problem. I'm trying to clean the blood and everything to make it work and to resolve that problem as well from your organism. I'm telling you when I am done. Okay, still doing this. Okay, I am done.
Thank you.
Now I'm closing everything down, and that's it. Did you feel anything at all? Like, I don't know, warm, coldness, or let's say something like, I don't know how to explain, like itching areas or something like this.
I
Tingling.
felt like I wanted to relax myself, so I closed my eyes and I was just hearing you, and this is what I felt. And then when you left the liver,
Yes.
I felt like it's time for me to wake up.
Really? Oh, that's
Mhm.
cool. Mihaela, are you still here? Mihaela?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so now I'm asking, yes, Alex?
Now we go to the activation of chakra and meridians.
It's just her subconscious mind
Yes.
need to be cleansed out.
Yes.
into the source all
Yes.
the negative programs, all the negative programming,
Yes.
all the negative information, all the everything that is not beneficial for her life to be cleansed out into the source and new programs to be inserted
Yes.
with new behaviors, new way of thinking, new way of creating her life, new
Yes.
way of creating new relationships with other people, attracting into her life like beautiful, uh, like-minded people.
Yes.
So her now her spirit is taking her conscious mind directly into the source.
Yes.
So now, Eva, you can mentally say whatever you think that it's have been, had like a negative impact into your life, like behaviors, way of thinking, of acting, decisions, whatever you think that it was um,
Not a benefit for you.
and constructive, yes, for you.
To be honest, I cannot think of anything right now. The only thing that I was had in my mind the past days, it was about me not being that much of a courage, but because you can see everywhere, there are economic crisis. This is what I thought, that I didn't have the courage. But yeah,
It's
that's
like,
the only
you can
negative.
clear out like fear, all kinds of fears,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
and all attachments to that emotion or feeling or programming that it's not enough,
Mm.
yes,
Yes.
all the programming that there is nobody good for you regarding relationships.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
like this
Sorry.
world, this planet is one of suffering. This is a programming as well
Yes.
that you can let go right now. So this kind, Eva, it's better for yourself.
Yes.
I am helping you now that,
Okay.
kinds of
Yes.
programmings that I'm detecting, now. But it's
Mm,
better when you are doing yourself this work
you are right.
because they are just dissolving, when you just name them.
So,
You can say it inside of yourself, if you don't feel comfortable to say them loud out.
no, I like to say it loud because this way you kind of help me better.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
So
sure.
I'm gonna start with the two that you mentioned
Mm-hmm,
previously.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
That I'm afraid like nobody's gonna is perfect.
mm-hmm.
That
That
there are
that people
too
are bad.
many. Yes, that people are bad, and that there is no solution, but and uh, yeah, that
This life is made
the
of troubles,
yes, this life is made of troubles, and good things comes very late,
or maybe never.
or maybe never. Yeah, that kind of things.
That good things are happening just to other people, not to yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, most of the good things happen to other
Mm-hmm,
people, not that often to me, or never, kind of.
mm-hmm,
Yes. Yeah, that I'm not that lucky as most of the people are. Like
mm-hmm,
I don't get in my life much opportunities as other people can get in
mm-hmm.
their life. This is the most thing that's why I don't get the opportunities other people have, why I always have to fight and I never get them.
Even fighting, a very hard fight.
Yes.
Good things, yeah, very slow are moving.
Yes.
Yeah, so all this kind of
negativity.
Negative, yes, programming, because they are programs. This is, yeah, old programs that, you know, from the family, from the society, from past lives that you came with, you know, informations.
Yes.
You know, from these entities, you know, like energetical imprints.
Yes.
So everything is gonna be dissolved now. Lifting up the vibration, the frequency of your subconscious mind to be clean out, like to be neutralized, everything, all the negative information. Even if there is like an energy, like a ego, you know, like
Yes.
ego that is not our true self, to be dissolved, neutralized. Because this, you know, sometimes big ego is destroying, you know, relationships or everything good you try to start, and like it's creating, you know, blockages.
Yes.
And now that the subconscious mind now it's clean, it's like a clean field that you
Yes.
can plant now new programs beneficial for you, for yourself. The source, of course, is gonna implement some new programs for you, but with intention, you can implement the programs that you think you need, so you can create the life that you want to have.
Yes.
So you can implement them now, either, you know, like inside, from inside of yourself, or loud out.
I will be lucky. I will be cheerful. I will, everything that I have in my mind, I will
No, no, no,
compliment.
no, no, no.
No,
I am. I am.
I
I am.
am.
I am.
I am. I am.
Yes.
Okay. I am really lucky person. I am cheerful spirit. I am really amazing person. I am having a wonderful, great life, very healthy life, very
Um,
bright light.
I trust my spirit and my
I
soul.
trust my spirit and my soul.
I'm listening to the guidance of my spirit,
And listen to the guidance of my spirit.
because the connection between soul and spirit and your mind is that called intuition, you know. Intuition
Yes,
actually is a, you know, message from the spirit, from our
yes,
spirit. um yes, and everything else that you want to insert, you know, like all the these six senses abilities to be activated.
yes, that one too.
hmm So you can, you know, always make the best decisions for you.
Yes,
Like to be present um, most of the time with yourself, you know, with your emotions, thoughts, feelings.
Yes.
So when you catch up yourself, you know, thinking negative or behaving on a way that, you know, it's showing, you know, like low frequencies, low vibration, to correct it immediately.
Yes.
Because, you know, our thoughts, emotions, feelings, all the negative, you know, this package is attracting negative entities.
Yes.
Even though, you know, you are free of entities, by
Yes.
thinking and acting negative, you attract new entities and new strings are formed
Yes.
and new attachments to them.
Mm.
So inserting this program as well, and everything that your spirit and the source of everything is considering
Consider
that,
it.
yes, that it's best for you and that you need in this lifetime
Yes.
for your
So I would just
greatest joy, for your best health of mind, soul, body.
thank you for your work.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
So now your spirit is coming with the subconscious mind back.
Yes.
It's bringing it here and is taking Alex, her mind,
Yes.
heart, and soul
Yes.
into the source.
To clean them. Yeah.
Yes, to clean them out of any energetical debris, energetic imprints left it, you know, after this cleansing. It's washing them out with light, reactualizing the information, the original information, and is bringing them down now. They're very shining, clean, and vibrant colors. And now your spirit, it's taking all the energetic bodies, taking them into the source for cleansing them out of all the energetic imprints, low frequencies, information, debris, reconstructing the energetic structure of them,
Yes.
rehabilitating, yeah,
Yeah.
still working on them. And also I see from the astral body is removing all the bad words, all the, I don't know, kind of religious, you know, energetic imprints and energetic attacks. They are removed now, and all the holes. just being rehabilitated. And all other kinds, Eva, of cum se zice, Alex, la înțelegeri, promisiuni? All
Promises and basically pacts. A pact.
All kinds of pacts, you know, like tacit, cum se zice, tacite, non-verbale.
Basically like from past lives and usually situated at the mental state as well, like unconsciousness.
Yes.
Like all kind of, you know, promises of suffering. All kinds of promises of sărăcie, poverty, all kinds of pacts of loneliness, castity, la blesteme cum se zice?
Curses.
All kinds of curses. They are being removed now, neutralized. You don't need them anymore. All the strings with your family, ancestors are being removed now. It's okay now, so your spirit is bringing down all these energetic bodies, and now it's taking your DNA into the source for reactualizing the information and all the interferences from other beings, extraterrestrial beings, or any kind of forms. Any artificial structure, it's being removed now, dissolved into the light. So your original DNA is being activated now. New information, new codes of light, they are introduced now. How do you see her DNA? What color? From which planet do you think is Eva, Alex?
I see Venus. And I see Sirius as well.
Sirius as well, yes, me too. So Eva, you are originating from Venus, from planet Venus, but you have been also on Sirius planet for schimb de experiență, for exchanging information, experience, technology.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
But your main soul qualities is everything that is related to beauty, art,
Yes.
design,
Yes.
yes, and also healing arts.
Oh.
You have some knowledge, you know, that you learned from Sirius.
Okay.
Okay, so now your spirit is bringing down your DNA. It's activated. All the information. What do you see, Alex?
Yes, her DNA is fine. Is perfect. Is activated.
Okay, I don't see. Do you see any strings?
No, nothing at all.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now your spirit is going to your chakra system. It's connecting your chakra system to the earth, like spirit of the earth and the original source of everything.
Mm-hmm.
From dimension 22, where is pure light, pure information, pure truth,
Mm-hmm.
for an activation and cleansing of your chakra system now. So I see the light is coming down from the source. It's like a tube of light going down, down, down. It's arriving to your crown chakra.
Mm-hmm.
It's activating, it's cleansing your crown chakra. I see a rotation movement. It's like a vortex of light that it's decontracting your chakra, crown chakra, cleansing, and it's harmonizing the rotation movement, the correct one. Now it's going down to your third eye. The same process. It's like an energetic vortex of light that's opening your third eye. It's cleansing all the debris, all the low frequency, they're being removed now. And it's going down now into your throat chakra, this light. It's activating your throat chakra. It start turning, moving this vortex of light, opening more and more this throat chakra. It seems that you had a blockage there.
Yes.
In speaking out your truth.
Yes.
And it's activating all your creativity as well and communication with your spirit and with the spirit world as well. So you will be able to communicate with the other people's spirits or animal spirit. This light is going down now into your heart chakra. That is like, I see like an explosion of light. Waves of light spreading all around you. And now I see starting this rotation movement, spinning. But this rotation movement, I see it's not that quick, like I've seen on the other centers, energetic centers. It's a little bit more slow. It's like a spiral of light. It's like the entire universe that you are. It's cleansing out now. It's being activated. And feeling and remembering the light that you are, the love that you are, always. You are holding an entire universe inside of your heart. Your love can heal an entire universe. That you are. It's very beautiful what I'm saying. That's okay, now it's going down into your solar plexus area, stomach area. I see again an explosion of light and the vortex starting spinning very quick. And now it's balancing. This rotation movement is being brought to a level that is the best for you. Going down now, the second chakra on your navel area. I see there some blockages on your second chakra. Takes a bit more to deblock and for the light to enter this chakra. It's like a bit like a stone, you know, all around, like more solid energy. But now it's penetrating more and more. And now I see the rotation movement, the spinning. A bit slow, but more and more. Now your universe of creativity is being activated. Harmonious relationships and love life and ecstasy, orgasms. So we can enjoy fully all the aspects of this second chakra or the qualities. And now it's going down into your first chakra, the connection that makes the connection to the earth. And that is, there is a blockage as well, I see. So it's trying to break down that solid part around your first chakra. I see the rotation movement. And it's like a ceramic that it's breaking down all the parts. And I see light spinning. And it's a little bit, it's like, have you ever had in your childhood maybe an accident?
What type of accident?
Hmm? I don't know, maybe you fell down or...
Yes.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I can see, so I'm asking your spirit to rehabilitate the connection of your first chakra with the rest of the system, because it was like disconnected because of that trauma of that accident. It was like scindată, ruptă. It was like breakdown, you know, the connection of first chakra with the rest of the chakras. So now your spirit is working on reconnecting the first chakra, to that inner tube of light that connects all your energetic centers. It's trying to rebuild the connection with the help of the source. And for this reason, Eva, you felt like nobody's child, like lost in time and space, like you do not belong to this earth, you do not belong here, like it's not enough. Like problems with the blood and bones.
Yes.
And yes. Okay.
Always have been a sick kid. Always been sick. So when you're sick, your body is sick since your childhood. It means that you don't like your life here. So you get sick all the time.
Yeah, but it's because of these disruptions of energies, you know, of first chakra. But now it's working on it. And it's still working. And now I see the light from the spirit of the earth, from the crystalline center of the earth. It's coming towards the first center, helping, healing. Like I see infusion of healing energy to your first chakra. So the energy healing from the source and energy healing from the spirit of the earth working together for a rehabilitation of your first chakra. They work together. It's like very bright golden light and like a blue light, bluish light. It's not like totally blue. It's like white and blue shines, reflections working together now. And still working. You had a big trauma there, I see. Okay, so now I see the source light is going down, 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 down. It's activating your terras energetic points. It's like your terrestrial chakras. Yeah. The first one, second, third. It's cleansing them, removing all the devices from there as well. Cleansing, cleansing, activating. I see it's doing like a procedure that it's removing some wires that it was interfering, you know, with all your memories from all your lifetimes on Terra. And it's going down, down, down. Now it's meeting the central point, the nucleus, the light from the central point of the earth. And now, together with the energy, healing energy from the spirit of the earth, going up again. Going up again through this tube of life, this new connection that is connecting all your chakras between them, and connection to the source and spirit of the earth. So it's going up, 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 through all your chakras. It's making this inner channel of light that is connecting all your chakras is becoming like stronger and better defined. And now going up, activating your superior chakras and activating another 7 chakras, you know, upper chakras.
Mm.
Going to the source and coming down again one more time. So it's done now, Alex. How do you feel, Eva? Have you felt something during this
Yes,
operation? What have you felt?
yes. So I felt again sleepy, and I felt like I was crying, and now I'm feeling like I never had a headache. My eyes, they are just fine, because before my eyes felt really low and heavy. Right now they feel like they are wide open.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you feel like you got the energy that was missing, and you feel a little bit your body, you feel it more normal again.
You feel
Like nothing did drain the energy of me. I feel me again, kind of.
you feel whole, like
Yes,
and connected, like you now you belong. You have that feeling of belonging to earth, to the source of creation.
more
It's like
understanding of what had happened.
mm-hmm. Okay. Have you felt something, for example, in your stomach or heart area?
No.
Mm-hmm.
The
That's
only
fine.
thing that I had, it was just the projection of me being happy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. Yeah. That it's your
Me,
soul, you know, that is
yeah,
happy.
of me being
Mm-hmm.
surrounded with people and being happy, as you remember me. Yeah, that kind of projection that I had.
Okay.
Mm.
So, Alex, now I think we go for unification of everything.
Yes, that's it. That's the last step.
So now your spirit, it's taking the soul, the mind, the heart. They're going, taking all these parts into the source, and there is a unification of them, all of them there, inside of the source,
Yes.
and it's coming down now like a unique sphere of light that it's incorporating, you know, the mind, the heart, the soul, and it's taking all the other parts like the DNA and the chakra system and all the energetic bodies
Yes.
and taking them, incorporating into the sphere, all of them, and going again into the source through that channel that is connecting our working area with the source. And now there, they are like attached one to another, all the connections they are made, energetic structures,
Yes.
all the information, new information uh, being put inside.
Yes.
So now it's one sphere. Everything is united, whole. It's coming down now. Her entire self, made of all these components, elements. I'm checking for the connection with the source to be strong and the connection with the earth. It's like you look now like an oval, you know, three-dimensional oval. Actually, it's a multi-dimensional. The integration of everything that we have done today, it will took Eva between 21 days or maybe more time that, you know, maybe you are going to feel a bit of pain into the areas that, you know, we have worked on, or maybe some emotions coming out.
Yes.
Or maybe you may have that feeling of emptiness. That's fine. Just be gentle with yourself. If you feel pain or whatever, just lie down, take a rest, drink a lot of water, place your hands. It's like you ask the pure spirit or the source to activate the healing energy into your palms of your hands.
Yes.
So you can place your palms, you know, in areas that you feel you need some energy, some healing. So you can integrate more easily and more gentle.
Yes.
Alex, do you want to add anything else?
No.
Thank you, ladies.
We're asking that all these procedures to be integrated in your physical body in this 3D plane for your highest good. And we thank you, Eva, for your trust in us. And we are helping you to open a portal.
Yes.
And to go back into your body, into your space. And we, with the help of the source, Alex, let's make a protection field all around her, a final protection, that everything that was done today for Eva to be protected.
Yes.
And any kind of dark energy, low vibrational energies or entities that they are going to try to create strings with her or attachments, any kind of attachments, to be removed, to be sensed by Eva.
Yes.
And to be eliminated straight away. It's like, Eva, when you feel sometimes down,
Yes.
or with negative thoughts or emotions,
Mm-hmm.
or you feel being attacked,
Yes.
just, you know, like you are communicating with the source or with your spirit
Mm-hmm.
to protect you. And also you can command to those energies to go away from your energetic field,
Yes.
and that you refuse any interference from them.
Yes.
And that's it. You are strong now. You are whole. You are complete. You are healed.
I do feel that.
Amazing.
Yes.
That's really good to hear.
And Alex, let's go into the source now to clean
Yes.
ourselves. Let's go straight into the source from the dimension 22, and we ask for an energetic cleansing for any energetical debris, imprints that we may absorb, all the strings to be removed, dissolved.
Yes.
We ask for an energetic cleansing and activation of our chakra system and our DNA as well, our
Yes.
mind, our soul, our heart, to be cleansed, to be activated. Infusion of light and high frequency.
Yes.
Activation, energizing all our systems, energetic systems. And we go down now into the crystalline center of the earth to be cleansed there as well, activated. And we go now, we return into our working area. We're asking the source to clean up this area,
Yes.
any low frequencies, all the atoms from this area to be purified, energized, and we say goodbye one to another, and we give thanks to the source. We thank you to the spirit of the earth, planet Venus, Sirius, and we integrate now, Alex, into our bodies, physical bodies,
Yes.
coming back now, and we ask the source to close down any portal, open portal left open, to be
Yes.
closed down, and the working area to be reduced to nothing, to nothingness now.
And
Okay.
Mihaela, please close the